clear-minded and unwavering. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You were one another's pillars. As a mother, you were our protector, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend. Generous, playful, wise, strict, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend. Generous, playful, wise, strict, trendy, and above all else, kind. You always found time for your grandchildren and understood each of them with remarkable insight. Your witty remarks, animated storytelling, and even your occasional blastings are dearly missed. Our chats and the joy of watching you dance to music, videos of your favorite artists, brought warmth and laughter into things. The embrace of family, good music, and dance. Mom, queen of our hearts, your legacy lives on through the lessons you taught us, the love you shared, and the example you set. We borrow your shared strength of spirit. We are illuminated in the purity of your essence, consoled by the knowledge that your soul's mission is for a higher realm. For us, your four children, we will avowedly seek to sink our feet into the footsteps of your gallant ways. And with divine grace, Dad, so much. Thank you.
By the 31st December Women's Movement. Thank you.
Nana Konadu stood as a symbol of African womanhood. Tributes to her movement. Hearts weighed with sorrow, yet uplifted with gratitude. We, the Women Excellency Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, her sudden demise is not only a loss to our organization, but also a profound loss to our nation, Ghana, to Africa, and to all who believe in the power dignity and potential of women and children. The memory of the righteous is blessed. Proverbs 10:7. Indeed, the memory of Her Excellency Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings is a blessing to all of us. Her Excellency Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings, defined by limited opportunities and social constraints, she dared to perceive a nation where women could rise, lead, and transform their communities. She believed that women were not just supporters of development, but believed that the women were not just supporters of development, but drivers of development. With that conviction, she built a web did not end at grassroots empowerment. She was a fierce and fearless advocate of systemic change. She understood that true empowerment required legal and policy reforms that protected the vulnerable and upheld justice. Her relentless advocacy contributed greatly to the passage of the Interstate Succession Law, PMDCL 11 of 1985, which ensured fair inheritance Ghana became the first United Nations Convention to champion the Children's Act, a groundbreaking piece of legislation that secured the rights and welfare of children across Ghana. To her courage and commitment, and helped many women claim what would have been denied. Her endless commitment to the passage of laws that criminalized harmful socio-cultural practices such as surrogacy and female genital mutilation. Her efforts echo the biblical call in Micah 6:8. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. Nana Konadu lived this out by standing for justice and defending the vulnerable. Under her leadership, the 31st December Women's Movement was founded, and its achievements were concrete and tangible for Ghanaians, especially women and children, to enjoy. The movement mobilized 2 million women across the country, with over 1,000 preschools, freeing mothers to engage in economic activities. With the enormous work being undertaken by the movement over the years to eliminate and alleviate poverty in Ghana, the movement received assistance from various countries and international agencies for specific projects and sought support from outside sources to aid the development of Ghanaian women. Numerous groups, nationally and internationally, formed alliance with the movement and worked closely with the organization. Over the years, she sought funding from different sources to no avail due to misconceptions about the status of the movement. These led to the changing of the name of the organization to Developing Women for Mobilization, with the consent of the leadership of the movement in all the regions. Comprising of those who were still active and aligned with the organization in the year 2013. This change efforts has maintained the status of the movement today. And for that, we, the women of the movement, vision and her lifelong commitment. Under her leadership, the movement grew from a small collection of dedicated empowerment organizations Ghana has ever known. Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings traveled from village to village, community to community, listening to the concerns of women, encouraging them and mobilizing them into a united force for progress. She introduced programs that touched every aspect of a woman's life. Vocational training that gave women skills to support their families. Microcredit schemes that turned small ideas into thriving livelihoods. Preschool and daycare centers, health and nutrition programs that improve the well-being of mothers and infants, literacy projects that opened doors for thousands of women previously denied education. Her work reflected the words of Proverbs 31, which described a virtuous woman as one who opens her arms to the poor. This is who Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings was, a woman of compassion, generosity, and action. Through these initiatives, she restored dignity, confidence, and hope to countless women who had previously been disregarded by society. To us, the women of the movement, she was more than an advocate. She was a mother. She believed in us even when we doubted ourselves. She pushed us beyond our comfort zones, taught us to live with confidence, and reminded us that every woman had within her the strength to transform society. She celebrated our victories, corrected us with love, and never stopped encouraging us to aim higher. Even in moments of challenge, she displayed the resilience described in Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. Her strength renewed our strength. Her bravery fueled our courage. Even in moments of difficulty, when others chose to leave, when some members of the executives and the movement drifted away, she remained steadfast. She never allowed difficulties to dim her purpose. Instead, she chose resilience. She chose service. She chose to keep building with those who stayed, inspiring us with her humility, fortitude, and unshakable belief in the missions of the organization. Her life was a lesson of dedication. She showed us that leadership is not about titles or recognition, but about standing firm when it is hardest, lifting others when they are weary, and working wholeheartedly until the very end. She was bold, articulate, principled, and deeply dedicated to the people she served. She taught the wisdom of experience, the strength of conviction, and the hope of a brighter Ghana with many more women contributing effectively at the decision-making levels. Even beyond Ghana's borders, Her Excellency Nana Konadu Agyeman-Rawlings stood as a symbol of African womanhood and leadership. She represented our nation in international forums, championing gender equality and children's rights. She brought global attention to the struggles of triumph of African women, securing partnerships and appointments. As we reflect her life, we see a legacy that is wow. enduring and immeasurable. Her work lives on in every woman who gained